Hey, it's Black Vader again, reading a code, page 137. You can get it at producejustice.com, area 4 labor. Last time we went over, I believe, on what you should be doing at work. So just avoid being late, avoid all unnecessary conversations, yada, yada, yada. Um, I just want to say it's important that, try to be low key at your job. Don't try to be the entertainment committee as well. Um, it's hard sometimes when you're a black person. You're always getting stared at, depending on what you do, when you do it, and everything. But it's important to, you know, just come there to do a job and stuff. And like non-white people will try to mess with you, or in terms of just being funny or whatever like that, or try to joke around. I've been in that situations where you know everybody just wants to get along, but it's like fake. They just want to kind of be cool with you to want to get along, and it's like, are we really that cool? I just work here, and I just want to do a job. So it helps pass the time. Talking always helps pass the time, but you can't get too distracted. It will stop your money, and if you don't have money, it's not helping exactly everything. So let me just get into the code. 139. Do not accuse any non-white person of being the cause of another non-white person getting in trouble or getting fired with regard to any employment situation that is directly or indirectly dominated by the white supremacist races. Explanation. As long as white supremacy exists, it is the white supremacists who are the cause of and are who are responsible for all problems that involve non-white person in any area of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, war, and counterwar. Avoid racial shadowboxing. When victims of racism, non-white people, are directly or indirectly assigned, bribed, coerced, or otherwise influenced by the racist white supremacists to speak and or act to do harm to other victims, such speech or action can be described as racial shadowboxing. Explanation. White supremacists often hide behind others whom they use as shadows of themselves. The intent is to cause the other victims of racism to believe incorrectly that it is the person acting in a shadow capacity who is the cause of the speech or action. For that reason, it is incorrect to speak or act against any victim, non-white person who is used as a shadow for the racist white supremacists. If, while doing a job, you are told that you are not doing enough or that you are too slow, ask for a prolonged demonstration of how the job should be done, and ask for a demonstration to be done by a large number of people for a substantial period of time. Ask for the 3 T's of teaching, which are telling, training, and testing. Explanation. Telling means to be told and shown by demonstration what to do and how to do it. Training means to do what you are being told again and again, shown by a person telling you and showing you what to do, how to do it, making certain you can do it and others can do and are doing. I kind of messed up the wording of that. Training means to do what you are being told again and again and shown by a person telling you and showing you what to do and how to do it, making certain that you can do as others can do and are doing. Testing means to make certain that you can at any time do what you are trained to do, thus proving that you were trained to do what you were told to do. Notes. During the existence of white supremacy racism, many non-white people are told what to do, then tested for what they did without being trained to do what they are being told to do before being tested. They are then blamed for not being so-called qualified to do what they are told to do. It is important to know and to understand that being told to do something is not the same as being trained to do something. It is important to know and understand that being told to do something is not the same as being trained to do something. Experience and action. Okay. A person is not trained to do something unless he or she can do that something repeatedly and efficiently without being told, directly corrected, or inspected. In addition, the manner of training is extremely important. Sometimes what is called training is, in truth, not training but telling, disguised as training. In many job situations, a white supremacist racist will deceive a non-white person by informing that person that he or she has been trained when in truth the non-white person was not trained but told. Telling disguised as training does not help to produce justice. Ask for help in the production of justice is a part of your duty and part of your job. The production of justice, balance between people, is a correct and most important part of any job or any duty that involves interaction between people. During the existence of white supremacy racism, non-white people are most often put into situations where they are greatly harmed by the presence of environmental error factors. Because of the direct and indirect action of the white supremacists, the number of destructive effects of environmental error factors that affect non-white people is likely to be deliberate and or carelessly intentional. What exactly is an environment error factor? Why is it important that environmental error factors be identified and ended, not only in matters of labor, but in all areas of constructive people activity? Both of these questions should always be given substantial consideration in any situation that appears to promote or produce the increase of problems. By compensatory definition, the environmental error factor can be anything or any combination of factors that directly or indirectly help cause something to happen that should not happen, like the Rona or everyone wearing a mask. Sometimes a situation can be produced that is very constructive for a specific time, place, and purpose. Sometimes when a time, place, and purpose or purpose changes, without all, most, or some of the factors in that situation also changing, the result may be the establishment of one or more environmental error factors. For example, it is important to be aware of what is said to be an improvement in the situation when a study may show that the improvement may also cause a change in the overall situation, and the change produces harm in the form of one or more environmental error factors. An environmental error factor may be a door located in a place where a door should not be, or may be a machine that does not function correctly. It may be a tree or wall that may hinder a view of something that should be seen. It may be a force or an object that hinders movement. It may be a thing that is likely to fall or rise and do harm. Environmental error factors may be a few things that are difficult to see, or many things that are looked at but are not seen or understood. Most situations have one or more environmental error factors. Some are obvious, some are not. Some can be hidden in the speck of dust in the air that is breathed. An environmental error factor can be too many trees in one specific place, too many small rocks, polluted water, too many people working in too little space, not enough people to do the job that needs doing. Testing a person without having trained that person to do the job that is to be done, and in a circumstance presented, equipment that is inadequate, too much glaring sunlight, not enough moonlight, strong winds, smoke, some heat, but not enough. Too many people giving too many confusing instructions, missing parts, a table that is too low, vermin, exposure to germs, danger of fire, ageism, sexism, racism for sure. It can also be said correctly that among the people of the known universe, the most powerful environmental error factor produced by people within the known universe is the system of white supremacy racism. When you believe that you should say something about the mistreatment in on the job or other situations. Make one or more following statements to the person who may be involved in causing the mistreatment. Sir or ma'am, my job is to help you, to help me, and for both of us to do two things. One, guaranteeing that the smartest person here uses all of his or her knowledge to guarantee that no person here is mistreated. And two, guarantee that the smartest person here uses all of his or her knowledge to guarantee that the person who needs help the most gets the most constructive help, unless I have been informed. Explanation. Every person in the known universe is born needing help. In all situations, the person who needs help the most should get the most constructive help. No person should ever be mistreated. It is the job of every person in the known universe to guarantee that no person is mistreated. It is the job of the smartest person in any situation to guarantee that the not so smart, smartless person is given the most help in guaranteeing that no person is mistreated, and that the person who needs help the most gets the most constructive help. Avoid at all times using the word gripe, grievance, or complaint to describe anything that you say or write when you are not satisfied with something that is said or done by others. Instead, try to use the word report. Do not say, I have a gripe, or I have a grievance, or I have a complaint. Say, I have a report, or I hereby report blank. Avoid saying that you are mistreated. Say, the working conditions are incorrect and as such are subverting the correct reasons for work. Instead of making an accusation, practice asking a question. Questions and answers rather than statements and accusations may, in most situations, best help produce better clarity, focus, and systematic revelation of truth, that which is. This is proven to result in one of the best procedures for problem solving. Also, practice recording each answer that you receive. This includes the answer of silence. Be careful with the way that you use each word. Pay attention to how every word is used. Listen carefully to each word said to you or about you. Practice speaking as if you are always in a court of law and as if someone is seeking to accuse, convict, or punish you. Do not say or imply that the company, institution, agency, organization, place is mistreating you. Say instead, things are happening that they should not be happening, and those things are doing harm, subverting to the company, organization, etc., and explain briefly to others how this harm is being done. Do not name people by name or title. Describe only with what is being done and the harm caused to the company, organization, etc. In addition, when attending meetings to talk about labor problems, try to talk about the problems by presenting everything that you say in a form of a question. Avoid making statements that seem to be accusations against any specific persons for doing things that they should not be doing. When asked to give names of people who are deliberately causing the job problems, answer by saying, I do not know. I do not know what is happening should not be happening. I do know that what is happening should not be happening because what is happening is subverting the institution, company, agency, facility, and is not productive of justice, balance between people. That's 13 minutes. Should I give you guys more? All I'm doing is read the code. How much should I go for? No, it's all right. I think we're good here. 14 minutes is good. Thank you guys for reading with me as we do the code on this Easter Friday. Supposedly God died on this day for all our sins. I'm not going to judge all religion or anybody's choices or whatever. You know, everyone does things. People are fasting. People are doing a lot of things during this time. And I guess it's very spiritual in the air right now. But I just want to say, as we do our job and continue to do the things that we need to do in terms of being constructive, I hope that everyone who's watching this or listening to this will be constructive in all the things that they need to do in this world. It's hard out here, but we can only do this one step at a time, day by day. So thank you guys for rolling with me, and we will continue on. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, have a good day. See you later. Love y'all. Peace.